You alright, guys? Right, links are out. Update is out on our TradingView account. So if you haven't watched it, go and check it out. Give it a like if you enjoy it, of course. I do apologize for not coming in on this live stream a bit earlier. I mean, prices weren't really doing much anyway. So yeah, we're here anyway. So yeah, nearly midday. Seeing a little bit of a rebound, not much, still very, very weak, especially after yesterday's price movements. Decent amount of supply got dumped. So, yeah, let's see what we can get over the course of today. It does look like we're going to move back down. Still some support left to come down and be tested. But yeah, very weak buy side. So it does look like we've got to come down and test those levels out. But yeah, anyone that's just joining us, welcome. Feel free to ask us anything in the chat. Let me get this up. I'll go over a market update in just a few seconds. Just give me 2 seconds. By the way, guys, everyone that's joining us, welcome. Yeah, so in terms of what we got yesterday, so obviously on that CPI release, we got a very nice push up in prices, and then a secondary attempt to really push prices up as we were getting that interest rate decision, right? And we were right up here at literally about half an hour before the interest rate decision. We got the interest rate decision, 4.5%. Is where the base rate is currently at. Okay, we got a 0.5 increase, which was the expected amount to come in. Where prices really started to kind of turn around were the forecasts for the base rate for next year, which rose. Okay, and again, that's something that Jerome Powell said in the speech and touched on, mentioning that obviously the interest rate hikes are going to continue. He didn't really give too much light as to whether they are going to, well, in which form the interest rate hikes are going to come in, whether it's going to be 25% increments, 75, 50. There wasn't any information on that. The information was that where they look at the base rate to kind of peak in 2023. So I mean, which is understandable. Obviously, no one can predict the future. No one can predict the future CPI reports, where the economy is going to be at, how things are looking. So yeah, you kind of go with the data as it gets released, right? That's the sensible thing to do. In regards to how Jerome Powell came across, it wasn't exactly very, very hawkish. It was, I mean, there's relatively unchanged. Even the things that he touched on and said, relatively unchanged. So yeah, that's why we didn't really get too much of a follow through and a continuation in that sell side during that speech. So yeah, we're pretty much clear now. I mean, tomorrow we've got the EU's inflation CPI, and then after that, it's pretty much clear until really the second week of January, where we get some more CPI, some more labor market, all of that kind of good stuff. Alimo Gadas, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. So yeah, got pretty much clear route until January now. Yeah, obviously we got the holiday season to still kind of get out the way. But we'll see how volumes kind of looking like as we end the year. You're right, Mohammed. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome back. So let's see how things kind of go. But yeah, I think probably next week, it's markets are just going to be mainly moving on TA. Just because there's a decent gap now between the next reports. So yeah, let's see how things kind of play out here. Obviously, we got a lot of supply being dumped at this strong resistance level, and we started breaking through this structure here. We're currently at this level of support, but yeah, it does look like we're going to stick to it. There's a little bit more downside to come, so you should see a move at least to this 100 play out. In terms of upside potential, I mean, yeah, we definitely could come back up here, revisit this liquidity zone, acting as resistance, see some more supply being dumped, the sellers start to pick up for a much larger move in the market. That's for sure could happen. Yeah, we could see a move right back down towards the bottom of that ascending channel that has been forming for a while now, as you can see here. But yeah, I mean that's kind of like the third time it's tested that ascending channel, so it's very much in play. But yeah, I think the main point is that we're very much ranging, and this is where we're at. Could very much be looking at a Wyckoff distribution building up here. So this could be, I need to have a little look at it, but yeah, could be looking like your UTAD. It's either your UTAD or your up thrust. Yeah, you've got obviously selling climax. Yeah, you're selling climax. Yeah, I'll have a look at it. I'll do it. In all fairness, I'll post out a post with. To be fair, we can do it here. Let me get the. Let's get it up. Um, yeah, so we'll have a little look whether it's in distribution or accumulation. Um, but yeah, obviously something's happening here. There's some positioning being done. Um, it's going to break out heavy to one side or the other. Most likely in towards obviously the start of the new year. That first quarter is going to be very very important for markets. Yeah. Um, da, 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 da. Mm-mm. Let me copy image. Okay, so so normally, obviously, you get your accumulations happening when prices are moving down, right, or in a bear trend. So at the bottom, you get your accumulation stages, and it breaks up. Now, recently, especially on the last major breakout, it's been it kind of switched from the beginning of an accumulation into a distribution. And I'll show you the. So this is the distribution. This is the accumulation. Okay. So let's make them a little bit smaller. Um, yeah. So obviously we've come in. Prices have obviously been decreasing, so this will be your selling climax. Your automatic rally just appear, your secondary test, okay, and then kind of prices didn't really do much here, but this will be kind of kind of test of the top of the range, but this is, by the way, guys, this isn't candle for candle a lot of the times, and it hasn't been for the past two Wyckoff schematic patterns that we've had just before we kind of broken out of structure. So they do slightly differ, and they slightly do change as price progresses. Okay, but it's just worth kind of analyzing where prices could be on this theory, just because it will give you a very good indication as to where we're at, where potentially prices could go next. But yeah, so Sunday climax, automatic rally, kind of got your secondary test here, came back up and tested. And then you get your secondary test, which is just here, as you can see here. And then prices kind of move up, right? You got your LPS roughly around here, and then we got a push back up. Now, this is where things start to potentially change here, okay? So this could be the LPSY forming here, okay? And then prices start to break down. So if prices really could potentially obviously stick to this area, just build up some structure and really fail to break up above, then it will start to confirm that this is where it's at on the phase. And then prices start to break down through the channel. But even here, as you can see here, you're kind of in an upward channel. And that's kind of what we're getting here, right? It's come up and tested the very, very top of that Wyckoff structure. And yeah, holding. So we could be here, or we could be here. Okay, so as you can see, it's very similar structure. But at this moment in time, it's looking weaker just off the price action yesterday. So it does look like we're in this in phase C of the distribution schematic. So we could be looking at prices kind of building up structure here, and then making that full breakout. Yeah, did I move this? This has been moved, hasn't it? Yeah, building up some structure here. As long as we don't break through this high, the high that was formed yesterday. Yeah, this is probably looking like it's the top, and it's all downhill from here. And then obviously, if you put everything else on top of it in terms of future forecasts in terms of price, the outlook, obviously oil prices moving up, China reopening, yeah, things are probably looking like we're going to break down lower. So this is a very, very good point. In terms of even risk reward ratio, right? Even if you're so let's say you're taking a short position, your stop losses aren't going to be an absolute mile away from strong resistance. Where we've already tested that strong resistance, all you have to do is place it up here. And the downside potential, if we break through one D ascending channel and these moving averages here on the 4 hour, it's going to come down all the way and test and at least these two previous lows here. Okay, so you got a good risk reward ratio to go short here, and even if you're going long, I mean, yeah, you just place it just beneath this structure. So yeah, does look like we're here. Obviously, we came up and tested once. This is it. Came up and tested twice. Kind of broke out and tested the top. So very, very much could be in phase C here. And prices really start to break down. Now, yeah, potentially build up some structure here. Bam, 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 bam. And then just completely hit the floor and move down. Very much a potential outcome here. And especially with what we've got forecasts in terms of data and reports to come out. We've not got a whole load of data and reports to come out, right? So yeah, I don't see a whole load of volume coming in. I don't see a whole load of movement coming in. It's mostly going to see movement in the altcoin market because Bitcoin dominance is so low, and the altcoin market is what's predominantly holding majority of the market share here. So, um, when it ranges like here, and when it makes a, a decent move back, like to the top of the structure or to the bottom of the structure, right? You'll see bigger movements in the altcoin market. So there's always going to be opportunities in the altcoin market for very very nice moves. But yeah, this is what it's really looking like, and we've got it right the last two times when prices have been ranging like this. Okay, so yeah, probably looking at something like this, compressing in price, and then breaking through. Um, yeah. So in terms of how we are managing our positions and trades, so we have very much. So yesterday on that peak, we added more margin to our long-term shorts, and we got two of them. We've got Bitcoin and Ethereum. So a very, very nice place to add margin to those trades. And again, guys, it does look like we're at the top. So I would look at, well, if you haven't already, to think about shorting the market here. Um, yeah, I mean, just this test here and this rejection and how much volume came in to the downside, how equities are looking straight back into bearish structure. Um, and I mean, even this morning we sent out an update. I mean, Nasdaq's down 1.5%, S&P's down 1.1%. It's looking very very bearish, very bearish. So yeah, weak buy side coming in. So if the buyers continue to look weak, it's got to break down lower. So yeah, take your shorts. It's looking good to go down. But yeah. So in terms of trades, anyway, we took a short on ENJ. We took a short on ENJ. Looking good to go down. I mean, even if it pushes up ever so slightly, it's not going to go past this level really, and we'll be coming down testing these points here. So yeah, nice trade. It looks good on the high time frame as well. Obviously, we broke out through this trend line, came back up, kind of revisited it, continuing obviously in that range and structure. But yeah, I mean, the altcoins look a lot more bearish than Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin actually makes that break, yeah, you're going to see a lot of these altcoins be so cheap. So yeah, it's getting to that point that a lot of these altcoins are going to start to bottom out here. Um, so yeah, it's time to start thinking about releasing some of that capital and buying up your long-term investments for the next crypto bull run. So yeah, things are looking very very good to continue down. I mean, tested this level of liquidity, rejected once, twice, and broke down. So this is just looking very, very bearish right now. Obviously, continuing with the bearish structure, as you can see. So the next one is more than likely to come down, potentially test this level here, and continue creating that structure there. But yeah, we'll see how things kind of play out. I mean, the dollar index has made a very nice push to the upside, kind of creating some sort of a bottom here. The whole oil situation that's happening is going to put upward pressure. yeah, now making a move back up, and a very nice move. And even with this structure that we've been getting here, it's been very brief moves down, and stops and kind of pushed back up relatively quickly. So I mean, the sellers here look very weak, even though we're below this 200. They're just not moving how things should really move. Now, obviously, there is still a potential for a quick move down here, wick on the bottom, and then a much larger move back into structure higher up. So yeah. Praveen, hello. How are you? Okay. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, it's been. We're just looking at structure, potential future forecasts. Just went through the Wyckoff distribution. So if you skip the um, live stream back, go and watch it. Yeah, things are looking like we're building on a very strong top here. Um, Probably going to look at prices compressing and then making a very large breakout to the downside. Um, yeah, as long as we're not able to break through this high here formed yesterday, yeah, things are looking like that's the top being built here, and we're going to see a very large move to the downside. More than likely to come at the start of the new year. But yeah, things are looking good, and you're probably going to see, hopefully, in the first quarter of 2023, a much weaker Bitcoin coming all the way down here. I mean, yeah, not really done a great deal of price action. Obviously, we kind of still moving in a bearish trend. And failing to really break through this 100 moving average on the daily. 1, 2, 3, basically 4 tests here. And each time we've moved down, so could continue with that trend. And yeah, move to the downside here. So yeah, let's see how things kind of play out, guys. But things are looking good. Looking good. I'm going to take these arrows out just because we have gone through it. In my life, hustle. But yeah, even on this move of this kind of mid range, supply, dumped, and then we didn't really get much here, but over here we got a whole load. Just look at that volume bar compared to the average that we've been getting. See, just that speaks volumes itself. So yeah, uh, it does look like we're going to just compress, bam, and then break. Uh, let's see how things kind of play out. We're very much positioned to go short on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So let's go over Ethereum anyway. We've done an update this morning. So if you haven't watched it, you're here to watch it. If you want to recap, go check our update from this morning on our TradingView account. But yeah, I mean, supply, broke out, supply, at the top of the range. So, I mean, everything's just going to structure right now. Its attempt to break out and can kind of break out through this ascending channel and continue up was yesterday, and that move, it came right up. That was the time to break out. It failed to break out, so yeah. Yeah, probably looks like we're going to maybe come up, just tweet, and then bam. come down. Sticking to that, obviously, trend line. But I mean, just look at that volume. No volume whatsoever on the move up. So yeah, things are looking very weak from the buy side, extremely weak from the buy side. Um, yeah, obviously investors aren't willing to buy at Ethereum at this price, and they're going to be even more less willing to buy if prices continue going up. So, and prices aren't going to go up unless they have the momentum and volume to make that move, which they clearly haven't. So prices have to come down for those investors to come in and be enticed to buy up. Um, so yeah, down we come, down we come. But yeah, I mean, just very, 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 very weak, weak price action. I mean, just look at that Nasdaq down heavy. Saw a very nice push up, 1, 2, 3. Fails to break out and just completely shattered. So yeah, down we come. I mean, just look at that. That's that breaking point here. We break through that 200, and we've got so much room for prices to move down and into. So much room. But yeah, those that are just joining us on the live stream, welcome. Make yourselves at home. Feel free to message in the chat with any TA that you want us to go over. Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be crypto, can be anything. More than happy to go and touch on it. I want to go. Let's have a little look at oil on the rise. Kind of looks like a little bit of a bottom here, doesn't it? Tapped into that liquidity zone. Ideally, obviously, we just want it to start breaking through this structure here. But yeah, that's a very nice rebound here. Yeah. You alright, KM? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. So yesterday we done one of these just before the interest rate decision. Potentially looked like it was good to move up. Excited Craft, hello, how you doing, my man? You okay? Don't know whether you're a guy or a girl. Some analysis on gold. Yeah, we got it here for you. Um, um, yeah, obviously we got one test of this previous structure here, as well as this liquidity zone acting as resistance. Tweeted and it actually moved higher into the liquidity zone here, and tapped in. As you can see, we got a wick on the top, so some supply got dumped there, and now we're getting a move down. Probably looking at coming in testing this area of support, if not back down to this structure and this 100 moving average. But yeah, I mean, after yesterday's decision, obviously we kind of moved down. So yeah, probably looks like we're coming down. I mean, the structure looks good. It does look good. Obviously, we kind of found the bottom, tested 3 times, and rebounded heavy. So yeah, it probably looks like we're going to build up some more structure here, potentially come down here, build some more structure, and then decide whether we're breaking up or we're breaking down. But yeah, this is your level to look at. If we break down below, we're coming below. If we come down, hold this structure here, accumulate for a period of time, and then break up, come deeper into this liquidity zone here. That's where the orders are held right here. But yeah, I mean, still very weak volume, so we do need to see some pickup on that side. But even on the higher time frame, I mean, we've come down, tested that 200. Yeah, just found some resistance at this point. So yeah, as long as we don't break through these these lows, will be good to move higher. At least come and test up here, 1960 roughly. So yeah, we'll see how things kind of play out here. But yeah, obviously we've very much moved to the downside yesterday, and yeah, probably looks like we are going to continue coming down. This is quite strong sell here as well. So yeah, we'll see how things kind of play out here, guys. We'll see how things kind of play out. Dollar's making a nice move as well, back to the upside here. Looks like we set some sort of a bottom. So yeah, let's see. By the way, guys, everyone that's liking the stream, thank you very much, and giving us that follow. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, no problem, my man. No problem. Gold, I just joined. Oh, you want me to go over gold again? Okay, I'll go over again slightly quickly. Yeah, it's come up. It's felt. So we had one push here, two push here. The third push obviously moved deeper inside the liquidity zone, and then got supply. Supply was dumped on this candle here, as you can see, and now moving down. Now it could be that we make a little brief push back up and then break through. This is your area of support. As you can see, we got the 200 moving average. You got the order block there on the 4 hour, so that's going to hold a little bit of support there and strength. But yeah, ideally you just want it to hold. Ideally, you just want it to hold this area of support here. My man, hit me on Discord whenever you're free. Time, wake and bake time for me. BRB. Go on, my man. I'll touch base with you on Discord. Just after this live session. My phone is my camera, so yeah, it's got way better quality. So yeah, hopefully we can stick to this level here, come down, hold it, and then break up higher. If not, then yeah, this is your level of support that you want to hold. If it breaks down, it breaks down. Yeah, you got these levels, you got these order blocks here that will hold some support, and then you've got your higher time frame levels of resistance. But yeah, it looks like we're going to just range in a very tight price range here on gold. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the altcoins look good. We'll see what structure is being built here. Could see a price compression. There's still a little bit of support to come down and test, so we could get a wider price compression being formed. So yeah, I guess the next few days is see if we can get anything to go to the downside briefly, and then just play the structure. We're not going to get a whole load of structure in terms of extensive price movements. But yeah, it does look like we're maybe going to build up on some price compression here, maybe here, like that, and then either fake out to the top or break down to the bottom. Yeah, I think that's the most likely price action that we were looking at. So that's how we're going to play things here. But buyers are very weak, especially over the course of today. So we'll see how things kind of play out in the New York session and just throughout today. Give us a little bit more light. But I mean, Yeah, we get some data tomorrow from the EU CPI. Um, so we get some information from the EU, so EU CPI tomorrow. But apart from that, it's very, very much a free route until January now. Um, and then obviously we get holiday season, so volume is naturally not going to be around a lot. Um, Maybe see that volume picking up after Christmas, maybe even before or after, just before or after. But yeah, probably not going to see a whole load of volume come in until the new year. Especially, I mean, uh, for this week, we're on Thursday. Tomorrow we get some data, so probably get some volume on the data release. But apart from that, it's probably going to just die off and just see low level, low volume price action for a period of time. So it's probably time to start thinking about taking some time, uh, having a little bit of downtime, ready for 2023. Big year. 2023 is going to be very interesting. Obviously, um, supposed to hit kind of the bottoms in terms of recessions, and towards the second half, start to see the recovery process of economies post pandemic, and things start to wake up a bit again. Which I mean is, I mean, yeah, if you've been in the crypto market, is music to our ears. Obviously, we've been in the bear phase for so long. Interest has gone, hype has gone. It's been very quiet, especially for people that kind of hold and have their own trading channels, crypto trading channels. You very much see the difference between kind of the market. Um, and I say the wider market in terms of how many people are involved in a bull phase compared to a bear phase. Yeah, I mean, we're at kind of the bottom part of the bear phase here, and yeah, things have just died off. There's not much interest. It's only really the real crypto believers that have stuck around, and 2023 is going to see even more decrease in the amount of people that are involved. Yeah, which is, I mean, when you look at market psychology and how things work, um, yeah, if people actually knew how things, when it's a good time to get involved, and not just give up when prices are actually going down, and come in and actually um, have interest in the market when prices are absolutely blowing through, and near the points of turning back to the downside, they'd be, well, we'd have a lot more crypto millionaires than what we get from each market cycle, right? But I guess um, it comes with education at the end of the day, doesn't it? So and a lot of people don't want to take that step. They just want to take the money route and quick money route. That's trading as a whole, whether crypto, forex, whatever. People get involved for the quick money, quickly realize that there's a lot more to it than just following signals. So, yeah. But yeah, those that are liking the stream, thank you very much for liking the stream. Those that are following us, thank you very much for following us. Very much appreciated. Feel free to ask us anything in the chats, any TA. Um, we'll give you a trade to go in. ENJ here. We are already positioned in, slightly in profit, but yeah, you can go short here. Even down here, just place your stop loss very tightly. No need to faff about with it. Can be moving all the way down, but it's a good short to look at. Even on the short, if you're going into it with a short term perspective, it's still a very nice short to be looking at. But yeah. I don't know what you heard about me. Yeah, we'll play it to there. I mean, the next, if it breaks through here, we're going down, 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 down. But yeah, we've gone short, as you can see. Obviously, our entry is slightly higher, so yeah. See how things kind of develop. We've got a little bit more downside to come on Bitcoin anyway. Just building on some structure. This is your resistance zone, so we should see a little bit of supply being dumped here, and then moving back down to structure. If not, just moving straight down to that level of support. Confidant Beach. Those that are joining us, welcome to the live stream. This is where's the signal? Yeah, we've entered short on ENJ, so feel free to come join in on the move. Those that are just joining us, welcome to the live stream. You can expect us to go live 3 times a day. London Open, New York Open, New York Close. Go and check out our TradingView account. You get daily updates Monday to Friday on the market. But yeah, come join us on these live streams. We'll try and make some money for everyone. And yeah, feel free to ask us anything in the chat. Doesn't necessarily need to be crypto related, guys. Can be anything. Can even be checking out some news that's been released. We can go and discuss the news. Go and discuss reports that we've got. Yeah. Have we got any news for you? Okay, so any some future advancements in terms of the channel. So we've got we're going to start writing up reports for news channels, just around crypto, altcoins, new altcoins. So as members, obviously you'll get access to that. We'll try and release 2 reports a week, but yeah, they're going to be summaries of market conditions, future price actions, kind of looking at data a little bit more in depth, and kind of really analyzing current market situations, valuations. Yeah, rather than just looking at TA, a bit of news here and there, kind of going to dive a bit deeper in the analysis, and yeah, look at everything in the background. What else have we got in the pipeline? Trading courses being built up. So we'll have a website running in 2023, where you get a full training course. So we got stuff in the pipeline here. Obviously, the one-to-one mentorship is still going. Yeah. So feel free to come join and come have come set yourself up beautifully for that next bull run. That's ultimately what you want to do in these bear markets, is set yourself up for the bull run, because that's where the real money is made. Even so, if, for instance, a lot of people don't know this. So on these crypto exchanges, right, you will see USDTM and USD or USDC, I think, or USDTC. Okay, the difference is that, okay, so when you trade USDTM, you earn USDT, okay, as your profit. The other option, I think it's USDTC, is you earn it in the crypto that you are trading, right? So in a bull run, when those crypto valuations are obviously increasing, you make the profit from obviously using leverage on your trades, as well as the value increase on the crypto that you make. So that's a switch that we will be making. So rather than earning our profit in USDT, we'll be earning the profit in the pair or the crypto that we trade. Okay, so you make um, more value. Okay, so what you will simply do is you can either hold that crypto and just play it until it peaks, or you just make the quick buck on the profit from the leverage trade, as well as the price increase from where you open the trade to where you closed it, and then just transfer it into USDT. But that's something that's quite key, and just to kind of build up on even more profit. That's why bull runs are so profitable, because of that. But yeah, a lot of people obviously don't do that. They don't make that switch. But yeah, that's what we'll be informing the members to do, and that's what we'll be doing, especially kind of sending out the signals and stuff. So yeah, you want to make that switch, especially when you're very much in a bull run. And yeah, I mean, you can just it's crazy. So when we got that pump just before Christmas, I think it was 2 years ago, might have been a year or two ago. Um, yeah, that pump where you saw prices just absolutely skyrocket. Again, we use we switched from USDTM to USDTC, and yeah, the amount of profit was made just from that simple switch is crazy. So yeah, make that switch, especially when you're expecting huge pumps. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you for the likes to the stream. Very much appreciated, guys. I really do appreciate it. A lot of people don't take the time to just simply press a like button. And for us content creators, I mean, the likes and the follows and the views are very, very much important. That's what keeps us doing this stuff. Otherwise, yeah, it's a bit pointless. So yeah, very much appreciated for the follows and the likes. Yeah, thank you. We'll continue, obviously, giving you the best content that we possibly can. Yeah, we're here. We're here to stay. Don't you worry. You'll be seeing a lot more of us as we grow and build. Yeah, so come join the ride. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're going to love yous and leave. We're going to come back around 2 o'clock, just before that New York Open. Okay, so it's not too far from here, an hour and a half. But yeah, everyone that's joined us, thank you very much for joining us. It's always a pleasure hosting these. Yeah, we'll see you at 2 o'clock for the New York Open live training session. See what we can get. Hopefully, we can get some volume picking up. But yeah, guys, always a pleasure. Thank you. If you haven't gone and checked out the crypto market update on our TradingView account, go and check that out for a top up. If not, just stick to the live stream. We've gone over a whole load of stuff today. Probably the most important part is the Wyckoff structure that we went through and looking at where Bitcoin is at on that structure. That's probably the most important because this is probably the top. You're going to see a price compression and then we're just going to completely slam to the downside. So go and check that out. Go and check out obviously the reasoning behind it. Just skip back on the live stream. I can't remember exactly what time it was on, but yeah, you will see you'll see this, okay, on the screen, being popped on the screen. But yeah, this LPSY is looking likely to be where we are at currently. Okay, so structure being built, and then bam, just absolutely slamming through. So yeah, go check that out. Anyway, we'll try and put out one of these posts on our TradingView account. So yeah, as long as you're following us, you'll be able to get notified of it. But yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see you in an hour and a half at 2 o'clock.